This is the second video that's describing fixtures, and then this time we could talk about a couple of things like what I call public fixtures. Let's say we've got a machine operation. Let's just create a contour operation around this sketch, for example. 0 to -7. Give it a bigger tool bit so you can see what's going on. There it is. Now, if I don't define any fixtures at all, so there's no fixtures in the tree here, and I generate G-code, it will generate G-code for G54. It just defaults to G54 and that's it. Now, if I just define a fixture, it'll default to G54. I'll mark the touch-off point. I'll describe what that is in a moment. And that'll be just the same as it was before. Now, if I wanted to put, let's say I want 2 vices affixed to my mill at the same time, then when I affix the raw material to the mill, I could touch off the 0, 0 point of the G54 coordinate system against the first vice, and then move the machine over and then touch off the 0, 0 position of G55, for example, on the second vice. Or in fact, you could have up to, I think, 9 fixtures on a machine. So if I can do that, then the way I do is I would just define a second fixture as G55. Now, these fixtures are not tied individually to each machine operation. So this machine operation does not have a fixture as a child here, which means its G-code will be repeated for each of the fixtures in the global area. So if I run G-code now, because I've got more than one fixture defined, it's going to bring up this extra dialog and ask me, do I want to generate it for one fixture, the other fixture, or all fixtures? And if I just say all fixtures, I'll describe this touch-off point thing in a moment, then really the G-code is simply repeated with the fixture chosen between each one. Now, the other thing that happens when the machine moves from one operation on one fixture to an operation onto another fixture, it will move up to the machine safety height. Now, this is defined in the program properties. Safety height is defined clearance height, here it is, for inter-operation movement. Safety height in G53, that's it, in G53 machine coordinates. So this will move to Z equals 10 in G53 or machine coordinates as opposed to the relative coordinates that you normally see in the G-code. Now it'll do that, and then after it's moved up to G53 Z equals 10, so that's right up high, what it will do then is it will move, let's say it's moving towards the G54 fixture. That's what it's important that you have this touch-off point defined, and the touch-off point in for a fixture is a relative coordinate for that fixture. So when it moves between fixtures, it will move up to the machine clearance height, or machine safety height I should say, and then across to the touch-off point in X and Y for that new fixture. And only then will it start operating the next fixture, and the G-code for the second fixture. The idea is that you don't want to, if one vice is tall and one vice is short, you don't want to end up moving directly from a low down low vice on one coordinate system and sort of cutting the corner and breaking the bit off on the edge of the second vice. So it moves up high, moves across to above the touch-off point to the next fixture, and then starts the operation from there. So now that's why, and I'll just do this again, that's why if I hit this now, this tool change movement configured for both, but no touch-off point defined for G55. So that's why it's giving this warning that the G55 fixture does not have this touch-off point defined. So as soon as I define it, then that warning will go away. That's the idea. So really, it looks like it's only occurring once, but if you looked at the G-code, you would see it'll do the contour operation once in after selecting G54, and then it will move up to the machine safety height in G53 machine coordinates, and then it'll move across to the touch-off point for the next fixture, and then it will begin the second contour operation. And of course, you can just repeat that for as many fixtures as you would like it to be. So there you go. So that's what I would describe these as public fixtures. Now, if I had a 3D model like the previous video, and I wanted to tie this contour just to one particular fixture, then that's what I would call a private fixture. But anyway, for these public ones, then really all the G code for these machine operations are all repeated for each of the fixtures that are listed up here.